Hey, hello everyone, how are you all today? And welcome back to my channel named Learning to Learn. Today we'll be doing 2020 previous year questions, that too RC. So in the last class, we have done RC, that is the easiest one. And this is a good level of RC which was asked in the previous year questions. So make sure you're ready for hard and easy, because sometimes in the examination they might ask a very confusing comprehension and sometimes they might ask a very easy. So it usually depends upon the paper you're sitting in. It's not like a theme or a pattern which is following, like every time they ask a very difficult RC or every time they are going to ask a very easy RC. It varies from paper to paper. So make sure you prepare for very complicated reading comprehensions and as well as simple also. So this is everything about me. Apart from that, let's start with the passage. The passage is in English and Hindi, so make sure you read the entire passage correctly, okay, and then we'll start with the question and answers. So what I'm going to do for you to help is I'm going to read everything line by line and then we'll try to help you jot down the answers or to identify where the answers are. I'm starting to read. Initially, most children want to do well in school, but the student who has experienced consistent failure in the classroom tends to lower his own expectation concerning school success. He may direct his energy outside the classroom to athletics or youth gangs or to other areas where he can experience the satisfaction of success. The student who has been negatively evaluated in the classroom rationalizes that school is not important to him because he believes it is possible for him to succeed there. If a student is to continue to expect to do well in school, he needs to receive the same positive evaluations for his academic performance. So in this particular slide, all the things we have read so far, if I could summarize those, it talks about evaluation and how negative evaluation negatively impacts a student. This basically motivates the students in activities outside the classroom where he tries to make his success somewhere in athletics or other areas as compared to education. This is what the gist or the conclusion of first para. Let's go to the second para. If an individual is to develop a positive concept of himself as a student, he needs to perform competently and to receive evaluation that he interprets to be positive within his own frame of reference. When the student is perceived as a less competent learner, forces are set in motion that reduce the chance that his potential will be developed to the fullest extent in the school. The other student and his teachers may come to view him as having a less potential than he really has. The academic goals he set for himself and those that are set for him by his well intentioned teachers may not sufficiently challenge his true abilities. A student may divert his own personal resources to non-academic areas because he believes that success in academic subject is not open to him. If he does not apply his maximum efforts to learning school subjects, he may fail to acquire some of the skills and knowledge he needs as the basis of further learning. So if I talk about the second para, it was very simple and straightforward. In the introduction or in the starting of the para, they stated about once the student tries or doesn't do well in the school, what happens is the teachers and the other fellow members, they try to avoid the student, thinking that he does not have the true potential or the capability as a learner. And this might act as a negative thing because the student might have potential, but only because he might have failed once, you are judging him like he does not possess the potential, and he might also divert his activities or his focus somewhere else rather than academics. And a student may divert his own personal resources to non-academic areas, that also has been discussed. And Due to this, when the student does not utilize his full energy, resources and time into education, he might fall, you can say, a bit lost in track, because for the further studies he might not have his basics cleared or completed as required. Okay, so these are the two paras we have done so far. In the next para we have directly question answers. So this is something which is given. So let's start reading the questions. A student who is consistently poor performer in the classroom will, I'll give you 5 seconds, think of it and try to figure out where the answer was. So this was in the first para. If you don't remember, let me get this for you. 1 second. Okay. So if we talk about, initially most children want to do well in school. He tends to see, but the student who has experience, I'm really sorry about the darker color. Let me take a lighter color here. Okay. The student who has experienced consistent failure in the classroom tends to lower his own expectation concerning school success. So the orange color which I chose, you can see that, and not expect much success in the school should be the right answer, which is directly given. This was one of the easiest questions you could ever imagine in examinations. Next question, positive evaluation of a student academic performance will help him too. I'll give you 5 seconds, just think where the answer was. Okay, so we'll go to the first para again. Okay, the student has been negatively evaluated in the classroom, rationalizes that school is not important to him. Okay, he may direct his energy outside the classroom. Okay, fine. See the last line. If a student is to continue to expect to do so well in school, he needs to receive some positive evaluation. So if you have positive evaluation, you can expect something good from a student. So the question was, positive evaluation of a student academic perform help him with well in future. I think that should be the answer. The first is the right answer. So yes, what I thought was right, perform well in future also, that is the right answer. Next question, when a student is considered as less than competent, what can be the outcome? When a student is considered as less than competent, this was somewhere in the second para. I could just show you where exactly it was. Let me clear this entire highlighted version. Okay. When the student is perceived as a less competent learner, forces are set in motion that reduces the chances that his potential will be developed to the fullest extent in the school. So this is directly given. This is a direct question and direct answer. So this, when a student is considered less than competent, he may feel that, okay, he may think that others don't want, others in the school may rate, I think first is the right answer. No, third one. Others in the school may rate his, others, not himself, others. So C is the right answer. This is also a direct question and direct answer as well. So this is the right answer, as you can see. Let's go to the next question. Okay, I hope you understood why first is not the right answer, because he might feel is not the right answer. Others might feel that he's not potential enough. Next question, what is the likely impact of negative evaluation of the student in the classroom? Okay. This was very simple. This we had in the first, you can say, para. Wait, I'll just mark it for you. The student who has been negatively evaluated in the classroom, rationalizes that school is not important to him because he believes it is impossible for him to succeed there. And he may direct his energy outside the classroom. So the first point would be, it is impossible for him to succeed, and second, he will divert his energy outside the classroom. So let's see what are the options. Okay, he will be jealous of his classmates. No, that is not the right answer. He will divert his attention. That could be one of the answer. He'll perform well in athletes. He might divert but not perform well. He might get into depression. No, second is the right answer. That was very simple. Why not perform well in athletes? Because it was never mentioned in the paragraph that he will do well in athletes. He will divert his attention. That is what it is mentioned. So don't confuse yourself while answering these kind of questions. If something is not given, do not assume that. Okay. So this was an easy question. The last is the gist of the passage. Gist means you can say saransh in Hindi or else conclusion, summary in English. A less competent student should seek for future in areas other than academics. No, it did not intend to say so. I'll use a pen here. No, it did not intend to say so. He should put maximum efforts to have successful academic performance. Teachers should motivate him to use his personal resources properly. This cannot be there. He should evaluate his own skills and knowledge against teachers' expectations. I think second should be the right answer. That is my probable answer. So second is the right answer. Because why I did not choose fourth? Because it was never mentioned in the passage that the student should go against the teacher's expectation. This was never mentioned. So once if there nothing is mentioned, we cannot assume, we cannot take our own conclusions. We should conclude only according to the paragraph. So that is the right answer. I think this was a very easy para. If you just sit very, you can say silently, read the entire para in silence, very, you can say putting all your energy and focus into that particular 2 pages, you'll be able to crack this RC very easily and get all the 5 questions right. Okay, so let's meet in the next reading comprehension video. Bye everyone, take care, have a great day.